Hey everyone, so as someone who has struggled with acne-prone skin and really sensitive skin, I found that buying skincare products has always been quite difficult. I've experimented with the usuals, you know, like Clean and Clear, Neutrogena, everything that's advertised to be honest, and none of them really seemed to work. And I think the problem with that is that most of them were too chemically involved. I found that the chemicals in most of the products I used either didn't work or made my skin feel a lot worse. Even though lots of them say they're for acne-prone skin, they don't really help there. So as someone who knows the struggle of trying to find some good skincare products, I've decided that today's video I'm going to be talking about the products that I use and like the kind of routine that I do that I feel has been helping my skin quite a lot. Now, I wouldn't say my skin is perfect, but it is definitely a huge improvement from what it used to be. And I know that from times where I run out of one of the products that I use and can't get it for a while, I've noticed that my skin does turn worse. So I would definitely say that these are some fantastic products that do work and definitely help my skin. So actually the main brand that I use is called Fabula Botanical Skincare. So it is a New Zealand based company. I think they might be doing international shipping. I can't actually say. It was mentioned on the Facebook page, but I can't see anything on the website, so I'm not sure. So all of their products are very natural, very great for sensitive skin. Like it mentions numerous places that it's great for acne-prone skin or post-cancer, like sensitive skin, or people with eczema, things like that. Probably the main reason why my skin has improved so much over the past few years, and it is like the holy grail of sensitive skincare. So the essential for this skincare routine is the tea tree and aloe antibacterial soap. So it looks like this. So I have the card here, so if you just want to have a look. So this is what it is. So it's got palm oil, coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, neem oil, beeswax, clay, aloe vera, burdock, charcoal, turmeric, yeah, like peppermint, tea tree, things like that. So it is bursting with natural products that are known to be really good for sensitive skin and acne prone skin. So I use this twice a day, morning and night. I just use like a sponge, a face sponge, and let it lather up, and then like as you would usually use soap. So it's very soft and gentle on the skin. It doesn't cause it to be too dry, I would say, as well, which is really good. Like it doesn't dry out my skin, and I feel like I don't necessarily need moisturizer. If you're not a fan of moisturizer, I don't think you would need it with this soap, which is fantastic, because I find that with lots of the old like acne products that I used to use, they always had me reaching for some moisturizer because they just did terrible things to my skin. So very glad that this one doesn't need moisturizer, but it's optional. Okay, so after I've used the soap, I use this Antipodes antioxidant rich dental toner. So it looks like this. So again, this can be used morning and night. It is for sensitive skin. Recommended to be used several times a day, but I would just generally say that means about twice a day. So I just do 2 sprays in my hand and then, like, you know, I'll put it on my face. Very gentle, very natural, and yeah, it's got some amazing things in it, and it smells really good. So those 2 are my daily things. I use them every day, twice a day. And I feel like they really help my skin, especially when used together. And like I said, they're both very natural and very sensitive skin friendly. So big thumbs up on those. On days I feel like my skin is absolutely awful and it's just like a really bad skin day, I actually, sticking with the Fabula, I like to use the Spot the Difference Aloe Acne Gel, which looks like this. So all you really need to do is get a small bit and then just like dab it on your spots, and it does dry them out. Like I did used to have something along the lines of like this kind of thing, but it had really harsh chemicals in it, and I think it had some bleaching agents or something in it, and every time I would use it and like wash my hair, like even after washing my hands, it would bleach the towels, which is really bad. But this one is really good because again, it's very natural and isn't like harsh on anything. It does dry out your skin a little bit, but that is really what it's for. I find like I don't need to use this too often anymore, which is really good, but sometimes I do find myself reaching for it, and that is fine. So I really just use that if my skin's looking bad. Like, it's not an everyday thing, it's not like a once a week thing, it's just when I think I need it. Okay, so once a week I use this activated acne mask. So this is like obviously filled with charcoal, which is great for acne prone skin. So what I do is I just put this on once a week. It does say to use 2 to 3 times per week, like at first, and then once your skin gets better to use once a week. So I just use it once a week, and it just says to put on your face for about 20 to 30 minutes. I generally go for about 30 minutes, but up to you. Yeah, so you don't really need much, and it says it makes 16 masks, so it's like not a huge bit of, so I mean I've used some of that. There's not actually too much in there, and it's lasted ages, because you only need it once a week, and even then I think it lasts a bit longer than that. But yeah, that's really good as well. I feel like that does help as well. I do find that it gets stuck in my pores a lot, and that is a bit irritating if I want to go out soon, but it's not a problem because I think it works, and anything that works is great. Okay, so once a week again, usually I do it after washing that mask off my face. I like to use a sheet mask. So the 2 brands I've mentioned before, either 16 brand, which is this one, or Innisfree, which is this one. So I use these about once a week or whenever I really feel like it. And I feel like they add a bit of moisture to my skin and really help it just cool down. Now, I don't think these are actually natural, like the rest of the things that I've mentioned today, but I do find with my sensitive skin, I do feel like they don't actually have issues. I will admit sometimes there's a bit of a tingling feeling, but that's only while it's on, and once it's off, it's like nothing ever happened. But yeah, that is really about it for all I do for my skin. I know that lots of people like to use lots of products, but I feel like that can have some negative side effects on your skin and isn't really for everyone, especially with those with sensitive skin. So I like to keep it at the bare minimum, just really natural things that I know for a fact work, and all of these things definitely work for me. I'm not saying it will work for everyone else, but I have actually recommended this soap to a few of my friends, and it has been fantastic for them, so it is definitely recommended by quite a few people. So if you were ever thinking about getting a soap, like a really good charcoal based natural soap, I highly recommend this one because it definitely works for those with acne prone skin. And I almost forgot, I will link each individual item down in the description, so that if you're curious you can check them out, and I will just leave like the general websites as well. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope it was informative. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment in the comments down below what your favourite skincare items are for sensitive skin, or if you've ever tried any of these before, if you are wanting to know more about them. Subscribe if you're new and want to stay updated, and remember to click that bell button so that you're notified whenever I post new content. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye!